Good morning, City. Welcome back to Sick Mac Music Review. Today we're going to be looking at the album Oh My My by OneRepublic. Let's go. I believe that Oh My My is the fourth OneRepublic album. I'm not a huge fan of the band. It was the one that came after Native, which of course had their biggest song ever, Counting Stars, and a couple other popular songs that I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, they followed it up with Oh My My, which was sort of successful. It wasn't huge, it was nothing like Native, but it did have the hit Wherever I Go, which, like I said just now, was a hit. It's not a very enduring hit. It's not something that people really talk about anymore. It also had the song Kids, which was like, I believe, another single for the album that picked up a little bit of traction. I didn't really hear it on the radio, but it's really a shame because Kids is a really great pop song. Like, I dare say one of the best pop songs that I've ever heard. It's a legitimately great pop song. It's full of that energy, captures youth in a bottle, and it's about pursuing your dreams. It's just full of life and energy and great music. It's a good song. And I dare say that Kids isn't the only good song on this album. I like the song Dream. I like the little bit of a darker energy the song is bringing, the different kind of vibe. It's a little bit unique and it stands out on the track list, and it stands out in terms of just mainstream pop music as, this is pre-Billie Eilish and it's going in a little bit of a darker direction with the instrumentation. I kind of like that. AI with Peter Gabriel is the longest song in the album. It's over 5 minutes long, and it's a bop. It's a bop. It goes so hard, like, after the second chorus, like, the lyrical content might be, it might be kind of just whatever, but the music is great, and the energy is great. I don't know about the outro, but, like, that stuff that comes before the outro, like, that's some good stuff, and overall the production on the song is awesome. Better is a really nostalgic song for me. For some reason, many years ago, I really connected with the song. I think I still, on a level, do with the lyrics about, in the morning I'll be better. You might think I've lost my mind, but in the morning I'll be better. It's just this repeated mantra of, I don't, he's not getting a lot of sleep. It's just all these kind of more generic surface level stuff that it can be relatable to a lot of people. And just this, the mantra of in the morning I'll be better. I think it's helped me out at times. I remember just blasting this song and really connecting with it a long time ago. But I would still say that that it's a good song. Aside from the pop hits on the album, the high energy pop hits, you have some songs that kind of take it back, go a little bit slower, be a little bit more thoughtful. Choke has a choir singing in the background with slower, more anthemic music. It's slower, but like it's pretty anthemic with that choir, like I said. You have songs like Born and Fingertips, the really slow, almost R&B, but not quite, just in terms of like the pacing. And it feels like there's something more than just love. It feels like there's something like spiritual captured in the lyrical content in that hook. But that's, that's OneRepublic. They try to mix in different elements and themes. And then you have Human, which is a song about talking to God. And it's a very interesting song on a pop album, this lyrical content, where it's basically Ryan Tedder complaining, being like, oh man, we got it so bad. And then you're talking to God, and God's like, well, guess what my life is like. And I think it's a song that works very well musically, and I think lyrically it's very interesting. And, it's a thought-provoking song. Lift Me Up and NBHD with Santa Gold are both very high energy pop songs that work pretty well, and the same can be said of Wherever I Go, which is a little bit short. I think it could be a little bit longer. It's less than 3 minutes, the shortest song on the album. But the song really does pop off. Like, the hook really does get better each time, and the background music is pretty cool. Like, I actually do like this song a lot, which is weird because I remember hearing it on the radio and not really liking it. But now, in 2021, I really like this song. So, I don't know how that happened. The last two tracks, All These Things and Heaven, are just kind of okay. They're not great. I mean, they're fine songs. Like, All These Things is really forgettable, and Heaven is alright. And then Let's Hurt, the first couple songs in the album, Let's Hurt Tonight, Future Looks Good, Oh My My are all okay. They're all fine. Let's Hurt Tonight is a little bit weird on the lyrical content side. Like, I'm not going to get into it, but it's a little weird. Future Looks Good also has some kind of goofy, weird lyrics, but the music is pretty good. And same with Oh My My. Like, you know, pretty light, careless song, but the music makes it fun enough to, you know, it's listenable. Generally speaking, the writing on the album is fine. It's nothing. It's not usually terrible, but it's not usually anything great either. Like it's not like I'm saying it's fine because I'm comparing this album to other pop music. Like I'm going to review this album in the genre that it exists in, which is pop music, and for pop music, it's pretty good. And there are some lyrical content and themes that are not brought up, like on the song "Human." I think even Wherever I Go has some interesting lines about the magic and all the religious elements and stuff. I think all of that really does make the album lyrically stand out from a lot of other pop music. And musically, this album's a lot of fun, and even the slower moments, like I said, Choke and Born and Fingertips, I think the slower moments all work and serve a purpose. And despite the album being 16 tracks, and yes, you could cut some of these tracks, you could cut all these things, you could cut the first song, you could cut Future Looks Good is fun musically, but there's songs you could cut. Even so, it's an enjoyable pop album. As far as pop music goes, this is a good album. That's all I gotta say. As far as pop music goes, give me this over any Selena Gomez album. Give me this over any Maroon 5 album. Like, it's not a bad album. It's not a bad pop album. I'm going to give it a 3.5 star rating out of 5. It's not a great album. It's not great. But I'm shocked. I've listened to this album a lot to prepare for this review because there's so many tracks. And you know what? This is something I would come back to. The songs are high, like the high energy songs are legitimately enjoyable because of this. I think the music is legitimately good on a lot of the high energy tracks, and like the slower songs work pretty well, and overall the album just works like way more often than it doesn't. There's very few moments on the album that outright just don't work. I would say the lyrical content on Future Looks Good and Let's Hurt Tonight, but whatever. Maybe you like those songs. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.